Good to be 2-0.
Yeah, I had to rush over here. I'm a little out of breath.
Was practice a little long, or what?
I didn't run. I drove, but I mean, I just had to go a little fast, though. Yeah, practice went a little long, but it's okay. We had some extra work to do, so I'm excited.
Nice to do work, knowing you got a positive result in your last game. That's 2 wins in 2 games for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think a couple weeks ago we were just excited to get to the season, and now that we're here, I'm really excited to get to the next game. And you know, I'm glad that we won the game, but I'm more excited about playing our best football, and I'm looking forward to us doing that in all 3 phases this weekend.
You get the support of BYU fans here in the building every week, and you get the support of Cougar Nation when you go on the road, and it was no different Friday night in Dallas. Great support, a lot of royal blue in the stands there at SMU, and you got to spend some time with those fans after the game, which is always fun. Yeah,
amazing fans, and I wish I could have spent more time with them. Saw a lot of the faces that I remember when we did our fireside earlier in the spring. And so it was really cool to connect with a lot of them again. But they made a lot of noise for us, and then they represented really well. And I was really excited that we were able to get the win from them. I just wanted to make it a little bit more comfortable next time. But we'll take it. I mean, it was a gritty win. It was a grind, and we kind of needed that as a team. You know, go through it. And now that we got that done with, want to really improve to this week. And there's a lot of things for us to get better, and that's in all 3 phases. I know a lot of the attention goes to the offense. This is BYU, you know, but the defense did a great job. But there's still some things that we could fix. And I know I'm talking to the coaches. We haven't played our best ball yet. I'd like to see us play our best ball this weekend, and then see where we go from there.
There's a lot of value, though, in those kinds of wins where you deal with adversity and come out on the right side. It was a grind, and they were a team playing really good football at home, and you were double-digit underdogs, and you were on the road at a power conference team. There was a lot to like about winning 18-15.
Yeah, and it was up and down quite a bit, and you know, we make a big play, and then we turn the ball over, and then we hold them to a field goal, and then we, you know, turn the ball over and get the ball back. And there's so many different the vicissitudes of football. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a word I learned that I never forgot, just in case that and mitochondria for Jeopardy. But anyways, there's a lot of great things that happened in that game. It's a lot easier to look back at it because you won the game, but you have to really take advantage of the learning opportunities. And so sometimes when you lose games, you make a mountain out of a molehill, and sometimes when you win games, you don't reflect on the things that you can improve on. So I think we're a lot harder on our players after a win, because you can be, and then those are great opportunities. We're about love and learn, so we need to find a way to maximize opportunity for us to learn, and that I think is going to help us improve this week.
I'll throw a number at you and have you maybe try and explain it. Since you've been the head coach here at BYU, you've had a short week Friday game on the road 5 times, meaning you can play on a Saturday and you got a Friday game the next week away. You're 5-0 in those games. What goes into that kind of success?
I mean, I wish I can give you the formula. I think we have a good group of young men that understand. For some reason, when you have a shortened week, the sense of urgency is a lot quicker. It comes a lot quicker. So everything matters because you don't have as much time. So there's no procrastination. It's like, let's get better now. So that's good. I mean, we should probably just plan on having a short week every time. We should just pretend like that's the key. But I would have to say, I have to give a lot of credit to our players. I get to coach mature young men. These guys have served missions, the majority of them. So they've been on their own before, and they've been in adversity before. They've had to learn, been uncomfortable before. So playing a game a day earlier is not too much to overcome.
Well, with Friday's 18-15 win, BYU is now 5-0 all-time against SMU. Let's take a look back at their meeting in the Metroplex. These highlights are presented by Waystar. BYU and SMU last Friday at Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, Texas. It was a hot, humid day and night, and defense took the field first because SMU won the toss and said, we want the football. Well, Jack Kelly wanted the football, and it belonged to the quarterback, and Jack took care of that, and that was Series 1.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, get the 3 and out and have the defense flying high, especially when SMU wanted the ball.
And Matabatase scores his 2nd touchdown in as many weeks. BYU takes the lead. This was back and forth, and both teams making plays defensively all night. Both teams had 3 takeaways on the night. A lot of good defensive players on both sides.
Yeah, and I'm glad our guys made some plays, but you have to give a lot of credit to SMU's front. It's one of the best D lines in college football.
It really, and I won't be surprised if a couple of those guys play at the next level.
That's right.
Harrison Taggart with a pass breakup. Then on special teams, you've always got to be aware. And Jack Kelly will say his name again. He followed the bouncing ball, took a bounce off into Mustang there, and the Cougars had a short field possession after the special teams play. BYU was stopped, I believe, on a 4th and 1 on the ensuing sequence. Here's that play, and yeah, tough sledding.
Yeah, didn't like our 3rd and 4th and short offensive. You know, we gotta execute better than that. Way too many bodies in the backfield.
One of a few big plays for SMU on the night. Jalen Naton. We go to the 3rd quarter. BYU was trailing 9-7 at the break. This is a nice yak play from Darius Lassiter.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for this guy to come along. So he had to sit out the first game, but now that he's here and he's ready to go, we got to find ways to get him the ball because he can do some special things with it. And obviously, he's hard to tackle.
Jake Retzloff was trying to make a play here. And again, you don't fault him for wanting to make a play. It was just one that probably he needed to eat in that instance.
Yeah, sometimes you just cut your losses and you just take the sack, and he's got to make better decisions in that situation.
Jake,
I love this play.
Yeah, decides to throw downfield to Matava Tasse. Tasse with the leap and sets BYU. He's had a really nice start to the season. And then Enoch Nawahine on a 4th and 2 from the 9 scores a huge touchdown for
big
BYU.
Time play.
And then the 2-point conversion to Keanu.
Yeah, and I think this sequence of plays worked out really well for us, and that's the kind of level of execution we need from our team.
SMU was trailing 15-12. This is a fortuitous bounce of the ball that went the Mustang. Nice punch out, but it gets right back to the ball carrier. The Mustangs.
That happens, but you know we can't give up those big plays.
So you have to make a big play of your own defensively. Mark Collins with the pick.
Yeah, I mean we've been encouraging our coach that told him that he had the dream of it to have more dreams. That'd be great.
Big play by Braden Keim here to keep that player out of the end zone, by the way.
Yeah, and that was huge for us. And then I think they got a holding call, and then
this is the next play.
Yeah, and looked like he was trying to pitch it to number 8.
Yeah,
and it's good awareness by Jacob Robinson to see that play and just recover it, and then let the replay board people up top figure it out.
This is your play of the game. 4th and 1 on your side of the field, and the option to Miles Davis.
Yeah, awesome play. This is how we should execute all our stuff, and when all 11 guys are doing their job, and Jake held the ball just in the right amount of time and then pitched it out.
All right, 2 minutes to go, and Will Farron with the points that give BYU the lead, and would take one more defensive play to give BYU the win, and it came on 4th and 10.
Yeah, this is a great job by the defense after a mistake that we had on covering the kickoff, but they got the ball on the 40 and went 4 and out. That's great defense.
You were pleased, and BYU got to kneel it out, and the Cougs go to 2-0. Here are final stats from the game. In the win over SMU, presented by Smarty, you see BYU holding a pretty prolific offensive attack to under 300 yards and no touchdowns on the night. The first time in 8 years they had not scored a touchdown in a game. That was doing a lot because that team was rolling at home during their 9-game win streak at home.
Yeah, I thought the defense played such a great game, and even though there were some mistakes, overall, you look at the way the guys played, the energy, the effort, the entire team. I mean, there was a lot of belief that we were going to come out with the win, and just felt good to finally secure it at the end.
You've allowed 13 points and 15 points in your first 2 games. You keep numbers like that, you win a lot of games.
Yeah, and we just need to score more points and get more plays. And I mean, I'm being greedy here, but I want to see us put some games away early and play our style of football, And I think we had a chance to really capitalize on some opportunities that we had here in this game, and the defense was playing really nicely, and we've got to find a way to play more complementary football and execute at a high level. When all 3 phases are doing that, we're going to be a tough team to beat.